everyone for what he likes. We like to be heads down, tails up, dabbling free. High in the blue above, swift swirl and haul. We are down and dabbling, up, tails up.
Egyptians wrote on pretty pictures called them hieroglyphs. We use the script to write our names. It really was terrific.
A Frenchman in the 1800s cracked the Swindon code. He was an archaeologist who resurrected the stone.
With poor lives side by side in houses on Margaret, with peasants and a working upward in my sin.
The people worshipped many gods in temples led by priests. They also liked to party and often had big feasts.
When these folks had passed away, it was a major task to mummify their bodies and face them with a mask.
1 plus 1 is 2.
2 plus 2 is 4. 3 plus 3 is 6. We're learning double tricks. 4 plus 4 is 8. 5 plus 5 is 10. 6 plus 6 is 12. We're more than halfway there. 7 plus 7 is 14. 8 plus 8 is 16. 9 plus 9 is 18. And 10 plus 10 is 20. Genesis 1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was over the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God saw that the light was good, and God separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day. Then God said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over all the earth, and over all the earth, and over every living thing that moves on the earth." So God created man in his own image. In the image of God he created him. Male and female he created them. And God blessed them, and God said to them, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over every living thing that moves on the earth." And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the sixth day. Genesis 1. All ye people The Spider and the Fly by Mary Howitt. Will you step into my parlor, said the spider to the fly. 'Tis the prettiest little parlor that ever you did spy. The way into my parlor is up a winding stair, and I have many pretty things to show when you are there. Oh, no, no, said the little fly, to ask me is in vain, for who goes up your winding stair can ne'er come down again. I'm sure you must be weary, dear, with soaring up so high. Will you rest upon my little bed, said the spider to the fly. There are pretty curtains drawn around, the sheets are fine and thin, and if you like to rest a while, I'll snugly tuck you in. Oh, no, no, said the little fly, for I've often heard it said, they never, never wake again who sleep upon your bed. Said the cunning spider to the fly, dear friend, what shall I do to prove the warm affection I've always felt for you? I have within my pantry good store of all that's nice. I'm sure you're very welcome. Will you please take a slice? Oh, no, no, said the little fly. Kind sir, that cannot be. I've heard what's in your pantry, and I do not wish to see. Sweet creature, said the spider, you're witty and you're wise. How handsome are your gauzy wings, how brilliant are your eyes. I have a little looking glass upon my parlor shelf. If you'll step in one moment, dear, you shall behold yourself. I thank you, gentle sir, she said, for what you're pleased to say, and bidding you good morning now, I'll call another day. The spider turned him round about and went into his den, for well he knew the silly fly would soon be back again. So he wove a subtle web in a little corner slide, and set his table ready to dine upon the fly. Then he went up to his door again, and merrily did sing, come hither, hither, pretty fly, with a pearl and silver wing. Your robes are green and purple, there's a crest upon your head. Your eyes are like the diamond bright, but mine are dull as lead. Alas, alas, how very soon this silly little fly, hearing his wily flattering words, came slowly flitting by. With buzzing wings she hung aloft, and nearer drew, thinking only of her brilliant eyes and green and purple hue, thinking only of her crested head. Poor foolish thing! At last, up jumped the cunning spider, and fiercely held her fast. He dragged her up his winding stair into his dismal den, within his little parlor, but she ne'er came out again. And now, dear little children, who may the story be, to idle, silly, flattering words I pray you ne'er give heed. Unto an evil counselor, close heart and ear and eye, and take a lesson from the tale of the spider and the fly. Psalm 36, verses 9 through 10. For with you is the fountain of life, in your light do we see light. Oh, continue your steadfast love to those who know you, and your righteousness to the upright of heart. Quam eum tecum est, fons vitae, in lumine tuo videmus lumen. Ad trahe misericordiam tuam, scientibus te, et justitiam tuam rectis corde. Psalm 36, verses 9 through 10. The Gettysburg Address. 70 years ago, our fathers brought forth on
He does not faint or grow weary. His understanding is unsearchable. He gives power to the faint, and to him who has no might, he increases strength. Even youth shall faint and be weary, and young men shall fall exhausted. But they who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not be faint. Isaiah 40:25-31. All that is gold does not glitter, by J.R.R. Tolkien. All that is gold does not glitter. Not all those who wander are lost. The old that is strong does not wither. Deep roots are not reached by the frost. From the ashes a fire shall be woken. A light from the shadows shall spring. Renewed shall be blade that was broken. The crownless again shall be king. All that is gold does not glitter. By J.R.R. Tolkien.